one more thing.
Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 13. But before we start,
Somebody
smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel.
somebody got to do the intro.
Somebody got to do it. Okay.
No.
So Gordon is over Mia's house visiting.
And she be looking at him like he visited. She be giving him steak face. Like, can you put that shit back in my refrigerator, please?
Yeah, he's clearly lost, And she talks about getting into it with Karen at Wendy's event, but she left out the detail about, her accusing her of screwing the rapper slash DJ, because we know that's who it is. Okay. So Ashley comes over while Gordon is walking around the house lost. And Mia brings up Ashley's divorce, and refers to Gordon talking about it being a possible arrangement, like how they got going on right now. And Ashley tells the story about her grandma picking her up from school and taking her to where her mama was at and all they stuff out on the street. And I was like, so your grandma just took your ass to the side of
Why
the
am I taking my baby over there to the street?
Even if you ain't fooling with the mama, what grandmama takes the baby and say, here, be out here with your mama? Nobody else thought that was strange when y'all watched it? That was weird.
Which grandmama are we talking about? Her mother's mother or her
Well,
father's?
we know the other one didn't even acknowledge him, so it has to be her mother's mother.
That explains a lot about Ashley.
Yes, it's very weird.
And Gordon ain't the same arrangement. Michael still has his money.
Well, yeah, that part is true.
But I mean, when you put it like that, I've been homeless before, and I ain't trying to be homeless, so I'm gonna stay with this man
necessary. Because that's a big me. But you like it, I love it, honey.
I feel like at the end of the day, she gonna be all right. She ain't getting half of his money, but they gonna figure out a way, because she got them kids, so they gonna figure out a way.
That child support alone is enough to keep her in what she got. She ain't got nothing like too much. You know what I'm saying? So she should be good.
And I feel like that house is probably a tax write-off or something. When he get whatever it is he trying to get out of it, he gonna make sure she's fine. I don't feel like, just chill, Ashley. You didn't want nothing over to that summer house, no way. Or winter house, whatever house they
She said, I used to live on the 15th floor. You don't want to be in no penthouse. You good. The penthouse is the in-between spot, huh, for both of us. It's a drop off. So we got Nneka and Wendy. They meet up for lunch. And Nneka says she wants to move forward. But then she goes into this whole thing about her cousin Lebe, who said that Wendy was upset about her joining the show. And I'm like, Lebe is full of shit. Lebe probably wanted to be on the show, but since she couldn't be on the show, she used your ass and you ran your stupid ass over there and want to tell this story that, first of all, when I seen Lebe, I knew Lebe was full of shit. Okay.
And was that you that said Lebe had an attitude because the other friend was there? Somebody said that. Somebody was like, Lebe was irritated because she thought it was gonna be
just her.
Just her. Yeah.
Look, Wendy's like, you called my mom a witch. And she was like, but that was after all the phone calls and Wendy was like, look, my sister denied it. At the end of the day, take out Lebe. Take out what her mom and them had to say. What is your issue with each other?
I think their issue has a lot to do with what was going on behind the scenes. And I feel like...
Besides what Lebe, take out what Lebe said.
Well, I think that's what the problem is. I think the whole thing is this girl, NECA, was trying to let Wendy be her in. And Wendy was like, nah. And it might have had something to do with the fact that Lebe and Wendy's sister done fell out now. And it's not unusual for somebody's mama to call them and be like, now y'all been friends all this time. You know what I'm saying? So I think what this girl, she just entered herself because it's like she did a lot to be on the show. She done bought a house, there ain't no furniture in it. She got married on the fly. Like everything she did was to hurry up and try to be on this show. And I think she, Lebe and her drama was this girl's end.
Child, and then she started going
I
on.
don't, I feel like Wendy don't want to F with you. That's it. That's all. You set up there, call my mama a witch
You
and see
here?
how
Okay, move on. You here?
you're here. What I don't need to be friends with
I
you.
don't have to. Like she said, we can exist in the same room, but I don't
And I
have to.
don't like the idea like of having to sit down with somebody. Like you weren't my friend. I don't have to sit down with you. For what?
No, no. She said we gonna move forward. Oh, girl, act like like she say you really ain't trying to move forward, but we're gonna go ahead and just do this. That's just is
Because
just
you
on the
didn't
show together.
apologize. You stood in
She
your shit
didn't. She did, and wanted sympathy, and then sat out there at the end and tried to
and
push these
cried.
crocodile. Girl, she couldn't get
You
one tear
know,
to drop.
it's funny because I didn't even used to be on Twitter. I was on Twitter and it's a lot of people, and I think it's just a group of people that don't like Wendy.
Wendy,
But somebody was like, see, this is a perfect example of her not trying to mend fences. And I was like, I didn't see it that way. I mean, I felt like she was like, I still don't fuck with you.
she tried to sit up there and act like the offense, if say it happened, the offense of saying she was gonna put her shrine was more offensive than you saying her mother was a witch. Either way, it was fucked up. But we're not gonna act like, oh, you poor thing. We're not. And she tried to squeeze out a tear, and for the life of her, she couldn't get something to come out her eye. And I was like,
And
girl,
this is still not something I did. This is something that allegedly my mother did. And I feel like, based on how the Nigerians is out here feeling about the situation, maybe this is a conversation that you shouldn't have never brought, even if it happened. This is probably a conversation that you should never have brought to public because people are already like, how long did we grow up looking at Africans with fat bellies and flies and shit? We did not know about the young, rich, and African. They never gave us that picture growing up. We did
mhm.
not see the wealth in Nigeria and Johannesburg and all of those places. All we've seen is them sad little children starving and eating porridge. And you know what I'm saying? So for her to come on here, she should be, you know what I'm saying? Like, even in this space, a lot of times we'd be like, I ain't gonna say that. We'd talk about that
Yeah,
afterwards.
but you let Ashley put that shit out there.
Well, actually, it's color is to tell, and Wendy been trying to pledge. She AKA, and I don't want to piss off anybody, but
Girl, bye boo.
she's been trying to pledge to the light skin altar for a long time.
Girl, bye boo. Uh, okay. What we got? Chris and Candace, child. Chris is working from home. He's making YouTube videos, doing the little cooking thing at home. And now they're arguing because before, when he was working, Candace was saying, you're gone too much. Now he at home, and now she gone all the time. Okay. And now he talking about he ready to do IVF. And this ain't no, y'all don't need to have no kids right now. How about
Does Candace even want kids? Like, I don't even really
I
be
don't feel
getting
like
that.
she do. And she didn't even feel like real comfortable with the kids that he had over there,
Right.
you know? And this, I mean, you got time. You know what I'm saying? She said right now she's more concerned about figuring out what's going on with
With
this in her
herself.
breast,
Right.
and
And
he's
that makes
upset.
sense.
Yeah, he act like he's not as concerned, but that's such a man thing. It is. They be like, it's all right, quit tripping. The doctor said, and that ain't how females
When
operate.
he was saying that, I was like, do you hear what you're saying right now?
Right. That's how they be. But
And, you know, based on what we know, shout out to Dr. Jackie, it's probably a good idea for Candace to go ahead and follow through
Go ahead
with
and
a
get it checked
couple
out.
other opinions.
Exactly. So we had Grace graduation. She said the twins graduate the next year. I didn't know they were that close.
They're close. The twins are all tall, and
Yeah, and
Grace
she's
little
tiny.
bitty stuff. Who did she get her height from?
Wow. So, this first time we saw Giselle really being emotional, like on some for real stuff.
Did you care?
No, I really didn't. But it was good to see her dad because we know, her dad passed. So it's good that he made it to the
Yeah.
graduation. And I liked him because he ain't put up with Jamal's shit. He wasn't playing them games. So Wendy, Nneka, and Mia. Is that Wendy? No, Robin, Nneka, and Mia went shopping for this upcoming trip they got going on. And they talk about Karen acting funny with Mia because she was around Wendy. I was like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. I don't know why y'all try to put that on Wendy. Or that,
Wendy and me have been getting along. So what? How?
yeah, that doesn't make sense. And Nneka talk about she apologized to Wendy and it just wasn't enough. And Robin's like, that's because she doesn't want to move on. And I'm like, Robin, you don't want to move on. So you're
Well,
just
she should
throwing
know,
the
don't
shit
shouldn't
on the
she?
fire.
Take one to know one, huh?
Right. Um, and they could talk about, she just want to go and have fun with her friends. And I'm like, they're not your friends. And Wendy
When did
thought
they
they were
become
her
her
friends
friends?
the first season too.
When did they become her friends?
They're not. They're not. So we're in the DR. Now Robin says she didn't invite Kiana. Now I don't know who Kiana is.
Who
Kiana,
was that lady? Where did she come from?
it was so awkward.
I
Y'all
thought
just
it was
brought
just
this.
me. I was like, did I miss something? Am I supposed to know who this lady
It
is?
was a random chick, and then y'all gave her a confessional. I was like, "This is what we doing."
They
And
trying
she
to tell.
said
They're
she
like,
knew
see, we
her,
have another brown friend. Ta-da! Kiana's here.
who is a
Fucking
friend
Kiana.
of Giselle's friend, but then she's also supposed to be friends with Wendy and
Couldn't we
Candy.
get what's the name? The pretty girl, the pretty African girl with the good clothes.
They didn't want her. She was too pretty. Can't have someone that pretty.
It'd be real crazy when the girl be brown skin and still have that straight hair and they don't know what to do with it because they like, it's like,
So
I liked her. I liked her. I was like, oh, she cute. She don't take sides. She just say whatever.
that's why they didn't like her. Well, Karen tell us this story about Ray going to this little resort area every year. And when they was newlyweds, he was supposed to have been up there on this golfing trip. And then this girl picked up the phone and he said that this chick was the maid.
Housekeeper.
Yeah. And what's her name? Giselle was talking about Ray pulled the okie doke on Karen, but she didn't say she believed it. She said his story was, to me, when you say that means
Just
this
what
what
this
he
nigga
said.
said.
And
That's
I'm
why she
like,
over here like, okay, well now I need a trainer.
exactly. And I'm like,
Giselle, you can't say nothing.
thank
Stop.
you. What we do know is Jamal had you up in the psych ward. That's
Down
what
the
we
same
do know.
thing.
You want to talk about Karen? That's what we do know.
We know Jamal had you down sing, girl.
Okay. So it's a nice villa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what's your girl Candace talking about, since Juan be paying for rooms that he helped Robin pay for the villa. I was like, ha ha.
No, that's a read.
But don't be out here crying next, talking about you don't know why this girl ain't
Ain't your
messing
friend
with
no more.
you. Yeah, stop it. Girl, this is a potential scam. These people called me the other day and was like, hey, what's up? No,
Stop.
hey, what's up? We're
Stop.
not doing that. We're not doing that. So they have the whole room debacle like we do for every trip. And of course, Giselle, Ashley, and NECA got their own room, the clique, which leaves Wendy and Candace to share double. I really don't think they gave a damn. They was like,
No.
okay.
They knew. They was like, it's gonna be some bullshit, girl. So we gonna be together. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And then Karen was just like, child, I'll pay for my own room. And the room's supposed to be $5,000 because she said she needed a view and all that. But I think what had happened was Ray was like, no, you ain't, girl.
Think she gotta ask Ray for money though? I don't.
Yeah,
You think?
yeah. $5,000. She was gonna just take it out the account. Yeah. Well, no, she probably do got
She
it.
got her own money.
Well, whatever happens, she didn't get the room. Okay.
Because production probably told her she had to stay in the house.
Well, um, Ashley was offering Karen her room, and she said she was gonna get her own, but that fell through. So she ended up still giving her room, which was nice of Ashley. And then Robin want to come along. It was like, you owe her an apology, and Karen was like, man, shut the fuck up. But
Yeah.
probably get your raggedy ass on. Ain't nobody talking to you.
Yeah.
I was like, she want to argue, and ain't nobody letting you have
Ain't
it.
none. Looks like they figured it out.
Yeah.
And one thing you can say about Ashley, she's a professional fence rider. She
Mm-hmm.
just know just where to, you know what I'm saying?
So we got Giselle over here with new girl that we don't know, trying to get her mad at Candace and Wendy for not checking on her because she was sick. I was like, she wasn't that sick. She was all right.
We don't know you, girl.
Yeah, it wasn't that serious.
What is we checking on her for? I don't know her. Who brought her here?
Girl. Um, so the ladies were preparing to go play golf, and Giselle, Ashley, Wendy, and Mia, they figure out Giselle came up with the whole thing. It's time to play Mean Girls, okay? So they're going to give NECA the title of the Grand Dame in front of Karen. And this girl that went and had a whole sash made and everything. So they sit there and they do the speech.
Karen lives rent free in your head. You had to go somewhere and get a grand dam sash made.
And so she do this whole speech about Karen shading NECA and give her the sash. And here's the new Grand Dame. And NECA dumbass is eating it up. And Candace get mad and walk away. And I'm like, Karen wasn't even mad, so I don't even know why
What
you
is you
gave it
mad for? At the end of
any
the day,
attention.
Giselle tries this every season. Well,
Yeah.
now, Giselle, Karen is our grand dame. Stop. We don't
You
want
can't,
it.
it's nothing you can say. You came up with it, but baby, she owned that.
He
And
owned it. And now,
yeah, it is what it is. Um, what I was gonna say was where y'all forgot about your friend? And I thought what's her name?
Sharice,
I thought that was Robin's friend. She didn't even invite her to the trip, but
she
you
found her
invited the
other.
nobody.
I got a light skinned friend, look like Michael Jackson got a dark skinned friend.
Child. So that's how that episode ended. We in the DR. Hopefully it just don't get too ridiculous.
I have
But
a question. I have two questions. Did
Mhm.
y'all see Curtis while y'all was over there to the DR? Was he over there?
Absolutely. He was in the villa next door with old girl.
Okay. Second of all, what has actually happened this season? What episode was this? 11, 12, 13?
13.
So what have we done?
We did voodoo. That's what they put out there.
And we
Shrines
did
and
chicken
voodoo.
shit.
Yeah. Good job, producers.
Y'all bringing randoms off the shit. You know what we want to see? We want to see them ladies down to the bars throwing tables at each other. Give us something now. Come on. We saw it all over the internet.
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot all about that. Hell,
Let's go ahead and see the Cookie Monster get us her wigs
is
snatched
the
down.
Cookie Monster showing up, or we gotta go back after the deer? Chapo, y'all go smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see y'all on the next video.
Bye.